Frosty Reaper here, and welcome to another update video for DMZ. Now, we've already done a few other videos regarding the updates for Season 2 of DMZ, but I wanted to do one more before the season releases and quickly go over each change and detail before Season 2 officially launches, so let's get into it. First off, the most controversial topic is the seasonal refresh. Faction mission progress will be reset at the beginning of Season 2. This will allow them to add new missions to the factions as well as adjust the old missions that got too hard too quickly. These new missions that are being added can also span all 3 exclusion zones in DMZ. All new rewards will also be coming with these new missions. Now, with the season reset, they will also be resetting your contraband weapon stash and key stash back to square one. Insured weapon slots are not being reset, so please disregard any information saying otherwise about it at this point. As I quickly said earlier, the missions are being adjusted, so if you haven't unlocked that second insured slot yet, it is supposed to be easier with these adjustments. Now, while we are on the key stash reset, this is also being expanded to allow you to exfil with certain items and infiltrate back into any of the zones with those items. I'm honestly excited to see how this works and hope you can actually exfil with things like Stronghold keycards and take them back into Al Mazrah or back even to the new map, Ashika Island. And lastly, with the reset, any permanent rewards you earned from the previous season, blueprints or skins, are not being reset or removed. Those are permanent and you keep those. End of story. Next big thing is the new faction. A new faction called the Crown is being added into DMZ with all new rewards. However, this faction will only be available to players who own Modern Warfare 2. There's a decent amount of upset about this decision, and I gotta be honest with you, I totally agree with it, and it's dumb that only owners of Modern Warfare 2 will be able to access the new faction But at the same time, are we really surprised at this point? It's a money thing. Next big thing, the new exclusion zone, Ashika Island, is being added as a new, zone to DMZ. This map is much smaller than Al Mazrah and honestly looks pretty good. As far as we know size-wise, this map is, I believe, like 1/13 the size of Al Mazrah, and we're assuming that it will be able to accommodate either 8 to 10 teams or less than 30 players, so a lot smaller. The map does contain a whole subterranean waterway, and jet skis are apparently coming with this. Throughout the map, which is pretty cool in my opinion. This map will include a new boss called the Bomb Maker, who brings a whole new weapons case and rewards to be unlocked. The boss honestly looks a bit bland and kind of boring, but I have a feeling he's going to be a real PETA to take down. The map is also supposed to contain a new feature called Boss Hideouts that will have special loot and are rumored to be challenging for even the most seasoned operators. These hideouts will be in secret and hidden places across the map. Lastly, the bad guys in this map are a whole different group called Shadow Company. Now, based on the information from Warzone 2, I have a feeling that the new AI combat, the Rusher, will be all over this map as well, so keep in mind that guys with swords will be, rushing at you at all times. Next up, we have the updates to Al Mazrah. A downed plane will appear at Satik Cave that appears to just be more coverage in that area for players to utilize for hiding and being able to exfil more easily. There's a big issue with snipers in that area with the towers, and I guess just provides a little bit more coverage. Next, a whole cave network will appear in the northern section of the map between Rohan Oil and Tarak Village. This cave will have 5 different entrances that can appear either just out in the sand or in garages and buildings and things like that. So it's going to be kind of secretive on how you get in there. Lastly, for the updates, they also are adding a second train to the map that will have passenger cars on it. You will have to fight out close-quarter battles while busting through the passenger car doors. This train also offers another quick way to move about the map with some level of cover. Building 21, well, this is staying the exact same as it is in Season 1. You'll still need a keycard to access Building 21, and the map will only be accessible during specific times, meaning on the weekends like it currently is. And lastly, AI and spawn changes. Now, probably the best thing we have heard about is that they are tuning the AI in DMZ. The tuning will adjust the number of AI spawning, like the pack of 10 that randomly appear and kill you, the types of AI that spawn, and the damage at range that the AI do. And there's supposedly more that will be adjusted with this. However, this will not make the AI easy in any way, just less godlike from that perspective. They are also adjusting those spawn points a bit to ensure that all players have a balanced opportunity at finding decent loot off of spawn as well as contract options. I'm not sure about you, but I've spawned sometimes and been, 200 meters from anything, so they're trying to fix that. Lastly, as I briefly mentioned earlier, they're also tuning the mission difficulty. Season 1 missions got too hard too quick, and a lot of people had trouble getting through the missions and even unlocking their insured weapon slots. They're adjusting this to make it more accessible and balanced. So that's everything that we know that is coming for Season 2 of DMZ, which will be available after some downtime on February 15th. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe as well. For now, stay frosty, and we'll see you in the DMZ.